in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Jacobs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams. Williams open on the right side. He gets it up to the 17 before... Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute. Tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop him. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Washington wants to go quickly.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the right. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. It's Williams again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they head to the locker room. Two quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Williams to the air again. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Here's a give to Washington. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Play fake, Williams. Got it. Runs through the tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running...
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Maryland. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. So the offense steps to the line with a fresh set of downs after the roughing the passer penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Could not make his way to the corner. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Give to the running back. There's a crease. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Creates a little space. Turning it on. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Maryland. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Play action with Williams. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Makes a grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll try to run it with Washington. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look done. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Maryland. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Ready, go! Williams, here's a heat. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Carr. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for damage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Washington again. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had, plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium in Salt Lake City. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Kyle Whittingham went out with a bang at the University of Utah. An 11-2 season, the Utes were a terrific team, just falling short of the college football playoff. But now, under the leadership of true Ute, Morgan Scalley, we'll see if Utah can run it back this season and get into the playoff championship picture. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Aggies offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low. Chop block.
Maybe some room here. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. Rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to throw. It's Maryland. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Utah Utes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third.
To the marker himself.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. Fourth and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw it last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jacobs. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Maryland. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will...
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Maryland. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Maryland. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Using his feet. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Here's a give to Parker. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The keeper on the option. Makes it past the marker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Maryland. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wow, nice job by the receiver getting out of his break, working toward the sideline, and then equally good placement with the football by the quarterback, putting it where only his guy can make the catch. You really cannot execute that out route any better.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense. And
there's some room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Working that left side now. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop her. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jacobs. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Mustangs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Wide open spaces. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Utes. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.